Good afternoon. Let me kick straight in. It's just quicker if I do it. Does that sound familiar? You've said it this week, you've probably said it today, and you're right, it is quicker. You do it faster, you do it cleaner, with less back and forth. But here's the question no one asks. What is that sentence actually costing you? Not in time, in money, real money, in capability, in growth. Let's do some maths quickly. If you're the owner of let's say a $5 million business, your time is worth somewhere between $300 and $500 per hour. Not what you pay yourself, what your time is actually worth to your business, based on the decisions only you can make, the revenue you drive, and the risk, of course, that you carry. Now look at your calendar from last week. How many hours did you spend doing things that someone earning $30 an hour could have done? Approving invoices, replying to routine emails, sitting in meetings where your only role was to nod, checking work that didn't actually need checking. How many decisions came across your desk that someone else could have made? How many problems landed on you because no one else was given the authority to solve them? That gap, right, between what your time is worth and what you're spending it on is if you like, the invisible tax, and you're paying it every single day. Here's what, what most owners don't see. The cost isn't just your time, it's what your time prevents, right? The opportunity cost. Every hour you spend doing $30 work is an hour you're not spending on strategy, you're not spending it on business development, on building the systems that would remove you from the $30 work permanently. You're not just wasting time, you're blocking the solution to the time problem. And there's a second cost that's even harder to see. Every time you jump in because it's quicker, you teach your team a key lesson. The lesson is, don't bother figuring it out, the owner will do it. So they stop trying, and then initiative dies, problem solving dies. You become more indispensable, not less. And it's a cycle, right? It compounds. And the worst part, you can't see it on the P&L. It doesn't show up as a line item. There's no column for opportunities we missed because the owner was busy doing something or it's someone else's job. But it is there every single week. I worked with a business owner, a pretty good business, about $6 million in revenue, and we did a time audit. Turned out he was spending about 12 hours every week on work that could be done by someone on $25 to $35 an hour. At his effective hourly rate of around $400, that was $4,800 per week of misallocated time. Think about it, that's $250,000 per year, $250,000. Not in salary, in lost opportunity, in strategy not done, in systems not built, in deals not chased. And here's the thing, he wasn't lazy, he wasn't disorganized. He was doing what every owner does, filling the gap because it was easier than building the system to close it. And here's the kicker. When we mapped it out, the changes needed were not dramatic. A couple of clear delegation standards, an approval threshold, anything under $500 didn't need his sign-off, a weekly rhythm where his team brought solutions to him, not problems, simple stuff, right? But he'd never built it because he was too busy doing the work himself. The owner evolution isn't about working less just for the sake of it. It's about understanding where your time actually creates value and then where it destroys it. Think about it this way. Your time has 3 zones. In zone 1, high value, where it's work only you can do. Strategy, key relationships, vision, right? Zone 2, work someone else could do with the right training and systems. And then zone 3, work that shouldn't exist at all. Most owners tend to spend 70% of their time in zones 2 and 3. The goal is not to do less. It's to move your time deliberately and permanently into zone 1. That's not a productivity hack. That's a business design problem, and it's absolutely solvable. Here's what I know. You're not lazy. You're not disorganized. You're doing what made sense when the business was smaller. But it doesn't make sense now. The business has outgrown the way you run it. And the most expensive person in the building is the one blocking the upgrade. And often that's you. Look, next week, what you actually need to stop doing, not delegate, stop. But this week, try one thing. Look at your desk, your inbox, right, your calendar. What's on there that someone else could handle if you actually let them? Start there. I'm Chris Whelan, and this is the Owner's Evolution. Chat soon.